Doom Eternal is not a perfect game.
No mercy, no respite!
Before we get into the bread and butter of this video, I need you to know these three very important things beforehand. Thing number one, Bethesda did supply me with a review copy of Doom Eternal. Thing number two, I am friends with Hugo, Mori, game devs from id and from Bethesda. And thing number three, none of the above is gonna influence my view and reception of the game that is Doom Eternal. I think that in order to have a healthy relationship with anyone, you have to say things how they are and not try to sugarcoat everything. True friends will be the first ones to highlight your mistakes and also the first ones to tell you how to be better, because that's what true friends do. So with that being said, let's talk about the things I didn't like about Doom Eternal and see if you guys think the same thing as me. Do you guys want to know what makes my day? That is when you subscribe. A lot of people, 67% of my daily viewers actually, are not subscribed, so if you enjoyed the videos I produce and want to know everything about the future of Doom Eternal, well then be sure to subscribe, click the bell and leave a like in this video as well. It goes without saying that I really enjoyed Doom Eternal. I've beaten the campaign multiple times, I've done Ultra Nightmare difficulty, and I've made a couple hundred videos on the game alone. I am really happy with what its software has presented, and I'm very curious and excited to see where they take it from here. But no game is perfect. I think that's impossible to achieve, and Doom Eternal is no exception. The game has shown that when the hype is very big, one little misstep can escalate to a huge disaster. And no, I'm not going to talk about the post-launch controversies Doom has been involved with for the last couple of months. This will be a list of the things I didn't like from the base game. Things and mechanics that I believe could have made the game even more fun and more epic if done right. Number 1. The Doommaker. The Doommaker has been a fan favorite gun ever since Doom 64 came out. It is arguably more powerful and more fun to use than the vanilla BFG 9000, and the whole purpose of the Doommaker was that the more you shoot, the more you can shoot the enemy. That mechanic is completely stripped away from the weapon in Doom Eternal. After completing all 6 Slayer Gates, which are secret and optional combat arenas in the campaign, you're rewarded with the Doommaker, a gun that is sure to unmake your makers, at least on paper. While the gun is indeed very powerful, its lack of ammo, 60 shots which you go over with almost instantly, lack of BFG ammo in the later levels, and the fact that it shares the same ammo with the BFG, all of that makes the value to use this weapon very, but very little. And even more in the higher difficulties. There is no reason why you should use the Doommaker over the BFG in a tough situation. The BFG kills almost all of the enemies in the arena with one shot, and it is almost impossible to miss with it. The Doommaker was supposed to be this really overpowered alien weapon in the campaign, and it's a shame that it wasn't. Almost everyone I know did the Slayer Gates not because of the weapon, but because they are extremely fun and challenging to do. Number 2. The Archvile and the Cyberdemon. This was going to be on the super heavy demons in particular, but I have no problems with the Doom Hunter, Marauder and the Burn of Hell. This is specifically on the Archvile and the Cyberdemon, and how they are misused tremendously in the game. 7. Do you know what the number 7 means in Doom Eternal? No? I'll give you a hint. 7 times. Do you get it? No? 7 is the number of times both the Archvile and the Cyberdemon, 2 fan-favorite demons from the franchise, spawned in the campaign. 7 times. The Archvile spawned 3 times on Taras Nabad, 1 in Necrovol, 1 in Necrovol Part 2, 1 in Urdak, and 1 in Final Sin. The Cyberdemon spawned 1 time on Necrovol, 1 time on Necrovol Part 2, 1 time on Urdak, and 4 times in Final Sin. Okay, and 2 times in Super Gornest if you do the Easter egg, but 7 times in total. I know that id Software was trying to keep the campaign fresh and spawning these powerful demons for last, but that is not all. The Archvile doesn't feel like the usual punk from classic Doom, and the Cyberdemon is arguably the weakest demon from all of the super heavy demons. He's just a big tower, a big mass of hellspawn that gets melted instantaneously. The Archvile should be more evasive with the player, more agile. His whole role is to support the demons in the arena and spawn more demons in the arena as well. But his kit is really easy to counter. One well placed ice bomb and he's done. The Cyberdemon, in the other hand, should feel more dangerous. In classic Doom, whenever a Cyberdemon spawned, there was no reason to either A, go hide in a corner, or B, give all of your attention to him. And neither of those options were correct because he was very powerful, constantly one-shotting the player, and very durable, absorbing all the damage and attention from the player. I've died more times to a zombie than to a Cyberdemon. Actually, no, I have never died to a Cyberdemon. Never. He is extremely slow, takes a lot of time to shoot you, and even if he gets you with his rocket barrage or his laser, you can still recover. He doesn't one-shot you or two-shot you. You can tank a lot of damage from the Cyberdemon, which doesn't make sense in the universe of Doom because the Cyberdemon has always been a force to be reckoned with in the arena. It feels like if id Software was trying to go the safe route with these two demons. They are, by the words of the community, the biggest a-holes in the whole franchise, so I hope that at least on the master levels they behave somewhat different, or maybe just update their behavior, because truth be told, they are lackluster in the arena. Number 3. The Icon of Sin boss fight. This one is a little bit tricky. I am not a game developer, so I wouldn't know what it needs to be sacrificed or done on a technical standpoint to do what I'm about to say. Two titans meet, as it is written. The clash of the titans. Two beings that are above everything in the universe are about to collide. You would think that the battle would be God of War 3 or Asura's Wrath proportions of epic. Like this. Or this. In reality, the Icon of Sin boss fight is just like the one from Doom 2. It's just that in here, in Doom Eternal, the Icon of Sin can summon meteors from the sky, shoot beams from his forehead, and hit you with his palms or whatever, and shoot fire from his palms as well. I wanted the fight to feel more grandiose, more big scale, more epic. By the lore of the game, you are fighting a titan from the Infernal Age, an ancient being from billions of years ago. I wanted the fight to feel more epic, jumping from building to building, stopping strikes of the icon with our fists, jumping into the icon itself and fighting demons of hell on top of the icon's body. While writing this video, I went into a pretty big fanfic state in my head where I tried to imagine which scenario would have been the best to fight the icon, and I came with the conclusion that this is how the icon boss fight should have been like. Just like Gandalf versus the Balrog demon, falling from the sky while fighting the demon or the titan at the same time. That would have been a tremendous conclusion between these two titans. Number 4. The ending. Okay, I cannot be the only one that felt that the ending was a little bit lackluster, and I know this is still not the conclusion of the Doom Eternal story. We are still at least getting 2 campaign DLCs that take place after the events of Doom Eternal, so the true ending might still be out there to be discovered. With that said, the base game's ending felt weird. We just killed the icon of sin and freed the son of the betrayer, but we didn't get to see him at the end. We didn't get to see the aftermath of the fight on the earth, the remaining survivors, humanity's reaction. We saw nothing. We just saw the Doomslayer like a badass walking away from the icon of sin with King Novik, narrating how his fight is eternal. If I had to summarize Eternal's ending, it feels like if the writer of the game was writing the ending, the final parts of the script, and he suddenly stopped mid-sentence and called it a day. It feels like something is missing, like there was going to be something more, but it wasn't. I hope that gets fixed in the DLC. Does all of this mean that I hate the game? No! Karen took your guts, man. The gameplay flow, movement mechanics, music, demons, AI system, environments, level and sound design are all fantastic and make the game an absolute blast to play. It is easily by far game of the year for me. But still, these were the things that I didn't like from the game. Please let me know down below which were the things you didn't like from the game. I'm not talking about multiplayer, I am solely talking about the campaign, the base part of the game itself. Thanks for watching, and have a nice day.